Deserving of the title Most Innovative next to Steve Jobs, Elon Musk is one of the most successful and interesting CEOs and billionaires with a net worth of $250.5 billion. He doesn't run out of magnificent life-changing ideas, which is why the tech mogul leads innovation. He's the myth behind SpaceX and Tesla and leads the way in markets like electric vehicles and renewables. More than that, he's also known for his extraordinary work habits. But what is a day like for the real-life Iron Man? We'll take a closer look and unmask in this video about a day in the life of Elon Musk. Mornings. Pretty much like most successful and workaholic people in the world, Elon Musk's routine can be the same and consistent one, not only for months but years. As they say, habits are not built overnight, but we develop them and they become ingrained in our system. Musk's daily routine is the same every day. Work, eat, and sleep. Repeat. But his work takes much of his conscious time. He goes to sleep at 1 a.m. and sets the alarm at 7 a.m. His sweet spot, as he discovered over the years, is getting between 6 and 6.5 hours of sleep. Unlike what many of us might think, Musk values sleep. He still sleeps, yes. Sleep is not an option but a necessity. Getting lack of sleep, he knows, will affect his performance. And that's a big no-no for a productive, disciplined man like him. He found that cutting back on sleep diminished how much he could get done during the day. So instead of skimping on sleep, he works on and consistently follows a schedule of waking up around 7 a.m. and then going to bed at 1 a.m. In a 2013 interview at the Mountain View's Computer History Museum, he revealed that sleep between 6 and 6.5 hours per night is his right number and confirmed this in a Reddit AMA interview. He feels grumpy when he doesn't sleep enough. Now, in the first hours of consciousness, he checks critical emails. And by critical, it means only important emails about his projects and most significant updates. A bit of trivia. Elon is known to be so good at email communication too. In fact, in a brilliant email in 2018 sent out to Tesla employees, Musk outlined significant recommendations to have efficient meetings. He doesn't believe in large, frequent, and excessive meetings that get worse in other major companies. Unless his employees would add value to the audience, all large meetings should be eliminated. And meetings should be kept short too. According to Musk, frequent meetings must be removed unless the company has to deal with an urgent matter. Once that urgent matter's been resolved, the meeting should be dropped quickly to save everyone's time. Most importantly, he recommends that people who don't obviously add value to the meeting must leave, and adds that it's not rude to leave. What's rude is to make someone stay and waste their time. In the same email, he also told his employees to avoid nonsense words or acronyms for processes, software, and objects, and recommended free information flow between all the levels in the organization, regardless of the role or department of an employee. After checking critical emails, he showers. Actually, there are also other sources saying Musk showers first after getting up. But anyway, he showers. Not with cold water though. He wants his shower hot. In fact, showering is one of the 5 lessons he believes to improve productivity. Hear me out. You got that right. Showering is the daily habit he believes to have the largest impact in his life, as he said in a 2015 Reddit AMA. Yes, you might be shocked and think that he's joking. We thought so too, but the guy was serious when he said that. It's a part of a broader belief that when he takes his personal appearance seriously, he takes his work more seriously. From now on, I'll take a shower before work, pinky swear. He showers immediately upon waking up and puts on nice clothes to feel really productive. In the same interview, he says that he doesn't feel that he's in his right headspace without a shower. For him, it's a critical part of waking up and preparing for the day. But if he skips showering, he just wears a shirt and gym shorts. He feels guilty for the occasional skips. Nevertheless, he showers and dresses well every day to boost productivity. He also encourages everyone to dress in clothes that can make them feel confident. After his shower ritual, he enjoys his cup of coffee. But as he's in such a rush every morning, he tends to skip breakfast. However, on days he eats breakfast, he wants an omelette for it. Then, next stop, Elon sends his kids off to school. Ad Astra, a school that he built for them. Musk has been a known critic of the education system and always felt that regular schools weren't doing things that must be done. Ad Astra, mean to the stars, has only about 20 students, including his 5 kids. Then he drives to work, revealing he works between 80 to 90 hours per week, while the rest of the average folks render half of that time. Most of his work time is devoted to design and engineering. 90% of that involves design work at SpaceX, while 60% of his day is spent at Tesla. Mondays and Fridays he works at SpaceX or Boca Chica, and the rest of his week at Tesla in San Francisco. So for his work week, he spends 42 hours at Tesla and 40 hours at SpaceX. Afternoons. Musk is so busy, and as he confesses, he doesn't pay as much attention to nutrition. Don't tell this to your mom. He'll usually grab whatever his hands can put on during an afternoon meeting, maybe some pizza. And in case you don't know yet, maybe this habit has to do with his religious belief in 5-minute slots wherein he does whatever he can within 5 minutes. I don't think we can do much in this short amount of time, but Musk manages so. Back to his eating habit, he almost couldn't eat so that he could work more. He even related an anecdote in his college years when he only spent $1 Canadian on foods like peppers, hot dogs, pasta, and oranges. But as he grows old, his view on food also changes. He said he'd rather eat tasty food and live a shorter life. Even so, Musk still minds weight gain and how it affects the immune system, and believes that it's a big deal to be overweight. The rest of the afternoon, he keeps working and remains ruthlessly efficient because he doesn't want to waste a single second of his life. That's why he demands the same from his employees. I'm sure Musk is a fun boss. What do you think? In an interview at the Iced Coffee Hour podcast, former Tesla territory manager Carl Medlock said that you don't argue with Musk, and when he stands up at the end of a meeting and says that a certain direction is where they're heading, you must follow. He's not one for people back-talking, and he'll just let you go, Medlock added. The billionaire is also laser-focused and rarely socialized with his employees, and fired people who were not in line with his strategies. And finally, he noted that Musk is a really good guy who's incredibly smart and intimidating at the same time. Musk also loves his children and family and is someone easy to talk to. Anyway, Musk spends his afternoons in the office holding more meetings and project designs. A note about having Musk in meetings: he will leave abruptly if he thinks that he's wasting his time. That's why he's not a fan of frequent and large meetings. Nevertheless, he keeps and sticks with his stringent scheduling so that he stays on track, especially with his priorities. As the man who splits his day into 5-minute slots, you'll find him multitasking most of the time and even eats lunch in this really short amount of time. He also avoids phone calls. You probably know why. Evenings. Since the birth of his child, he decided to work shorter hours so that he can spend more quality time with his family. But due to this hectic schedule, he consumes more calories at night and admits eating too much. To satisfy his hunger, he uses business dinners where he eats too much. Musk loves Diet Coke and believes there is something about this beverage that he says to have infernal ingredients. For sure, we don't know what he means by saying this. But one thing we can be certain of: it gives him a lot of energy. Perhaps it's one of the reasons why this SpaceX main man has a bottomless appetite for putting in a lot of work hours weekly. He also consumes caffeine to sustain the pace of his hectic day. ABC also reports that the billionaire has the habit of drinking 8 cans of Diet Coke and a couple of large cups of coffee every day. However, Musk said he got jacked especially because he started feeling like he was losing his peripheral vision. So he cuts back, and now his office only has the caffeine-free variant of Diet Coke. He also says he enjoys barbecue and French food when he eats and enjoys some drinks like wine or whiskey occasionally. He gets home from work at around 10 p.m. nightly when his children are already in bed. He spends the rest of his day reading a good book or watching anime. Musk ends his day in the early morning of the next day, which is at 1 a.m. This late bedtime isn't too surprising at all. Remember, he's the man who wants to bring us to Mars. Now, how about weekends? Does he play golf, travel on a yacht, or hop on a private plane to go somewhere? Musk is one busy guy, so does he still have time? The weekends are more of a toss-up when he usually spends traveling with family or staying home. On a Saturday, you'll catch him working at SpaceX or spending time with his 5 sons. While his rival, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, reportedly spends a typical Saturday on mindless activities. These two have been battling over the top spot of the world's richest billionaire. But does he have the same daily routine? Or is it the total opposite? Find out more in this next video, which you can click right here.